point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at.
Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to the boat gang. All right, we got the Proboat Jetstream out here at the park pond. This is a 24-inch jet boat. Also have the Jet Jam, and we're actually going to go over the ramp, the floating ramp I built for the Jetstream. In this video, I'll go over the construction, how to actually set it and get it to stay put. So stick around, you guys. Big B with Ironclad RC. It's a basher, man. I had a ball out here yesterday jumping this boat off the ramp. Now my ramp, it's actually pretty cool. This is an idea or a concept I've been like dreaming of the past couple years. Never had a way to jump a boat until now, till I got the jet boat. It's actually built from 1/4-inch plastic, like a composite sheeting. It's like, I don't even know what it is. Maybe a nylon composite, plastic composite, but it's 1/4-inch, and I basically have two faces. I have a steep face and a gentle face, so I can get some air off of. Basically used stainless steel wire to stitch it up. Okay, I didn't use any screws or nuts in the construction of this ramp. I didn't use screws because on the water things move, they get jarred around, and a screw may back out and catch the bottom of the boat. So I used this stainless steel wire, and I actually just like sewed the ramp together. I drilled a bunch of holes and sewed it, so you guys actually see how my inside stitch is at an angle, and the outside stitch is basically in line with the face of the ramp, so it shouldn't damage the bottom of my boat. I used 1-inch PVC pipe to frame up the ramp. Just basically made a rectangle at the right size, so I have like a nice space, okay? And then I just stitched the faces onto the frame. All right, pretty simple. The Jetstream's actually a heavy boat, so I actually added a few pieces of bracing. I just PVC pipe glued it together. I thought about running screws in this face onto our frame, but the screws may take, like I may take water on in the pipe, and when I put this in my truck, it may leak all over the place if I were to break the seal on this pipe. So the PVC pipe's flotation, and the go-kart inner tubes are my flotation. I know you guys are probably thinking, Big B, why didn't you use pool noodles? Well, for one, pool noodles soak up and absorb water. So when I pull my ramp out, I put it in my SUV, the pool noodles would still be wet, and it'd just make a freaking mess. So I actually did try the large pool noodles on here, and it wasn't really enough buoyancy. With the pool noodles, one on each side, the ramp tended to lean, or whenever I'd put pressure on it in the pool, it would like take forever to come back up. So I decided to use go-kart inner tubes I had laying around. Now the go-kart inner tubes are pretty cool. You can inflate them and raise the ramp up. You can deflate them and lower the ramp. You can deflate one side and make one side steep or lower angle, so it's kind of tunable, you know what I'm saying? And I basically just used paracord to tie them into place so that they don't move around, so they're basically stationary on my ramp, one on each corner. Okay, so I actually have what I call throw line. This is from my tree service. It's a throw ball line that I tied onto my ramp, just wrapped it around the piece of cardboard, and yesterday I just stuck it in the bush, you know what I'm saying? I just like jammed it into the bush, and it basically kept my ramp in place. On the other side, you're going to need an anchor or some sort of some kind of anchor. You know, I'm using a big D-ring, big clevis, like shackle, D-ring style shackle. And in transport, I just like clip it on right here, okay? And then I pull it off when I get to the water. I put the pin in there, and I'm basically using this as my anchor. You know what I'm saying? You can use anything you want. I just figured the D-ring was easy. You clip it on there. I can pick it up with one finger with the shackle on there. It weighs less than 8 pounds. I wanted something lightweight, something flexible, something that floats, and I think it was a good option. I use my boat to push it out. That's one good thing about the inner tubes. You can retrieve it and move it around with the bow of your boat, okay? So I'm basically just gonna pull off my line here enough to get it out in the pond, okay? And then I actually put my anchor right here, okay? I just kind of set it right on top of that inner tube. So whenever it's floating out, my anchor's gonna be up out of the water. Hopefully you guys are in the shot. See how my anchor's out the water? Okay, basically toss it out there. I'm gonna get my boat and push the ramp out with the boat, okay? You don't have to worry about running over the line or anything. Just kind of take your time, set the ramp where you want it. I'm gonna push it out there a little bit farther than I want it. Okay, the reason I'm gonna do that is I'm actually gonna take this string and pull my anchor off. The anchor just set. I just pulled it off that inner tube. So the ramp's basically set into position. You guys see that? With the anchor sitting on the inner tube, it just, with a quick jerk, it falls right into the water, okay? Then I'm gonna take this line, gonna wrap up the extra here, and I think I'm gonna put it over here because we got a wind coming this direction. So if I anchor it about right here, it should keep it straight for us. Just gonna shove it in this bush. Damn, that thing's spiky. Ay, ay. All right, time to bash, time to bash. Ready to roll, ready to roll. So I actually went down about a turn and a half on my trim tabs here. These trim tabs, they actually got a little hole in the turnbuckle, one on each side. You just put a little Allen wrench in there and you turn it, and then you tighten up your set screw so it doesn't loosen up on you. Yesterday it had a little bit of bounce with this larger, heavier battery I'm running. So let's freaking get it. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I'm stoked. Let's go. So I'm actually curious to see how well it performs in a straight with the little wakes on the water. You know, yesterday we were catching a little bit of air. Oh yeah, that's it. That's her, baby. That little bit of heavy weight back there needed to trim her down a little bit, boy. Let's go. Oh, a barrel roll. We landed it first freaking go.
Boat game, we don't need no wheels. All we need is blades to throw over his tail.
Oh, a barrel roll. We landed it first freaking go. Yes. Nice. Like I said, I went down about a turn and a half, maybe even 2 turns. Oh, you gotta hit the ramp, B.
Where'd you get your license? A Cracker Jack?
All right, so I'm actually gonna turn the dual rate down a little bit. Oh! Man, I had a freaking absolute ball out here with this boat yesterday. I'm not even joking, baby.
Blast, boy.
Oh! So I actually live on the coast, the coastal plains here in North Carolina, and we have no fast-moving streams or rivers near me, like none. I think there's one about 45 minutes away that I may go visit one day. Oh, nice! But no time soon, you know. Let's do the steep face. Oh, we flipped it. We flipped it. Yeah, it don't flip. There's no
flip.
There's no reason to put self-rightening on this boat. No reason at all. It don't flip unless you're hitting a freaking a jump. You know.
Okay.
Nice. Even when you're hitting the jump, it don't flip. For some reason, it wants to flip on that one side, and I think it's because I got a little lip at the top of that jump, and it's like catching the bottom, causing it to flip. I don't know. Oh, this thing's awesome. It's a basher.
Who said white man can't jump?
Oh, a barrel roll. That was sweet. You definitely got to have a ramp. If you're going to run it in big bodies of water, you need a ramp, you know. Even when you're jumping it, you could break it. It's not, nothing's unbreakable. Nothing. There's nothing unbreakable on this planet, okay? And upside down. Boom! Oh, that's right. That's right. If you right before you hit the ramp, if you like hit the steering wheel, it'll do a 360 off the ramp. Oh, we did it! Nice. Let's do it again right here. Oh, that was a 360 flip. That was boss. Yes. Let's go. 360. Oh, that was clean. That was clean. Didn't even skip a beat, boy. Yes. Yes. Boom. Oh. Let's get it. 360. Nice. So, you know, one thing you probably want to take into consideration when you build your ramp is how big you make it. You don't want to launch this thing off, 15 foot in the air, 40 feet, because something's going to break, to cushion the landing. You know what I'm saying? It don't have shocks. It don't have suspension, So just take that in consideration when you build your ramp. Just a little small bump ramp, just hell, mine might even be too big. I might let some air out my tires and sink it down a little bit, but because these things they're gonna break. You're gonna break them. There's gonna be people that break it their first outing with a ramp. You know what I'm saying? Then there's gonna be guys that run the boat for months without cracking a seam or busting the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It does have that bash armor on the bottom.
Yeah, that means
but water's hard. Water's hard when you're hitting it at 35, 40 mile an hour. See if we can hit it. Boom! Yeah. You guys ready to go? Yeah, they're ready to go. Let's go.
But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find.
Oh, that was freaking awesome. Nice. I think if you like hit the ramp at somewhat of an angle, it'll actually do that trick for you. Like if you hit it like at an angle on the face, it'll do the flip or the barrel roll. Full tilt, full tilt. Oh, we flipped it. Yeah, I actually want to go through Corrosion X, my bearings, my motor bearings, my servo bearings, Maybe add some watchmaker silicone around the seals on these servos so no water gets in there. I'm gonna go through and like put some silicone on some heat shrink it over my wires, make those waterproof so no water gets in my wires. Maybe spray a little bit of Corrosion X if I can in these switches so they don't freeze up. Same thing with the bearings on the servo so those don't freeze up. Like I said, everything looks to be intact. It looks to be intact. So pretty stoked. Okay, so we do have something loose here. Okay, so I did break that trim tab hinge right there. Okay, but it looks like it was actually glued in. Okay, so all we gotta do is glue that back into place. That don't look too bad. So I actually did break something. But like I said, it's my second day running the boat. A little bit of super glue on there, maybe even some G-Flex epoxy so it don't break loose again. Yeah, this one right here looks good. That one looks good. Only this one right here broke. So expect something to let loose, things to break on the boat. The boat was actually built to be able to fix, repair, replace, renew. Okay, that's the way they designed it. I talked to the designer of this boat. You know, he designed it to be bashed. It's actually, when you're looking at this boat on screen, it's, you know, oh yeah, whoop-de-doo, it's another 24-inch boat. But when you actually pick it up, you see and feel how thick this freaking plastic is on the hull. It's not like the Shreddy. It's not like the V2 Sonic Wake. It's built different. It's built different. All right, so I got my recoil too, and you guys can definitely see the difference in width. This boat, it's ginormous compared to the recoil 2. Okay, height wise, width wise, the recoil 2, it does have 2 inches on length, but it's two completely different boats. Okay, so I'm gonna flip them around so you guys can see the transom and the difference in the two. Look how much wider this 24-inch boat is than this 26-inch boat. It's amazing. You see the difference? Okay, so that's why this boat don't have self-rightening. It's so freaking wide. Okay, this one has self-rightening. It's round. It's like a narrow boat, you know? Two different boats. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe I shined some light on some things. We'll actually fix that trim tab. We'll go through and waterproof the boat. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.